My beloved child, listen extremely carefully. What I'm about to reveal will shake the ground under your feet, and once these words enter your ears, your mind will never see your daughter's world the same way again. Because right now, in this very moment, there is someone familiar, someone whose presence you would never question, someone whose smile blends into your daily life, who has been guarding a secret so deep, so twisted, so painfully hidden, that the truth would pierce your heart if you knew it earlier. And yet, this truth has a shadow that falls directly over your daughter, over her innocence, her future, her emotions, her entire destiny. You are about to understand why certain strange signs kept appearing around her, why some things about her behavior, her mood, her sudden silence never made sense, why your intuition kept pulling at you, as if warning you that someone's intentions were not aligned with the purity of her path. My beloved child, there is someone you know, yes, someone you have seen, spoken to, trusted, allowed near your family, who has been hiding a secret affair. But the darkest part of all of this is not that they're having an affair. It's who they're hiding it from. Because the reason they've been so careful, so strategic, so silent, is because your daughter's name sits right in the center of their web. You see, the universe watches everything, even the things you don't. The heavens observe the movements behind closed doors, the glances exchanged when no one is looking, the subtle messages whispered through phones, the sudden exits from rooms when footsteps approach. Nothing that involves your daughter goes unnoticed. And lately, those signs have intensified, her energy shifting, her smile fading, her spirit trembling at moments she refuses to explain. She has been sensing something around her, something uncomfortable, something confusing, something she doesn't yet know how to interpret. My beloved child, she may not fully understand it, but her soul does. Because her soul has been brushing against the vibration of deceit, the vibration of a connection she never asked for, never wanted, never invited into her life. There is a person, and you know this person, whether closely or distantly, who has been moving dishonestly behind your back. Their affair is not with your daughter, but the consequences of that affair, the twisted emotional motives behind it, the dangerous way they've been using their connection with your daughter as a shield, as a distraction, as a cover, that is what puts her in the line of fire. This person has been using your daughter's innocence, her presence, her name, as a hiding place for their secret. They thought no one would ever suspect them if they stayed close to your daughter's world. They believed no one would question their actions if they pretended to care, to protect, to guide. But the universe is exposing the patterns, to you, right now. Your daughter has been unknowingly walking through emotional landmines that someone else placed. She has been caught in the crossfire of someone's disloyalty, someone's private betrayal, someone's choices that could leave scars on her heart if this continues. And what's worse, my beloved child, is that this person thinks they are clever enough to get away with it. They believe they can keep hiding their affair while standing near your daughter like a shield of innocence. They believe their charm is enough to blind your awareness. They think your daughter's presence will protect their secret. They think you will keep trusting them the way you always have. But everything ends tonight. There were signs all along, the sudden shift in how they speak to your daughter, the unnecessary advice, the strange extra concern, the messages they sent at odd hours pretending to be checking on her, the excuses they made to be around her, the subtle way they scan her expressions as if searching for clues about what she might know. And your daughter, she has felt something was off. She may not have told you everything, but she has felt eyes watching her that shouldn't be. She has felt a strange heaviness around certain conversations. She has noticed the change. And every time her heart grows unsettled, the heavens feel it. My beloved child, your daughter is at a crossroads where the wrong influence could harm her confidence, her trust, her emotional balance, her sense of safety, but the right awareness from you could save her. You must understand this. This secret affair is happening behind closed doors, but the ripple of it is brushing dangerously close to your daughter's emotional world. And the universe did not allow you to hear this message by accident. You were guided here because the truth needed to reach you before something irreversible happened. This person, this familiar face, has been lying to more than one person. They've been juggling emotions, playing with loyalties, manipulating situations to protect their own desires. And your daughter's name became a convenient cover. But a cover that is now at risk of being dragged into their mess. The heavenly realm cannot let your daughter's energy be pulled into a web of deceit. She deserves clarity. She deserves protection. She deserves for you, the person who loves her the most, to open your eyes and step into your strength. You must start observing what you previously ignored. Watch how this person behaves when your daughter enters the room. Watch the sudden quietness, the shift in their body, the way they monitor your reactions. Look at their eyes. Liars always betray themselves in the eyes. Notice how they create unnecessary closeness. Notice how they volunteer information no one asked for. Notice how they linger longer than they should. Notice how they observe your daughter's mood as if trying to assess whether she suspects anything. They are afraid. Afraid of you finding out. Afraid that their private affair will be exposed. Afraid that your daughter, even unknowingly, might say something that reveals their behavior. The heavens are telling you this because you are the one meant to break the pattern. Not with anger. Not with fear. Not with confrontation. But with awareness sharp enough to cut through every lie they've built. Your daughter's destiny is precious. Her emotional world is delicate. Her future relationships, her trust in people, her understanding of loyalty, all of this is shaped right now, in these moments. And if someone's secret affair spills into her life, if she becomes the emotional collateral of someone else's betrayal, the wound could be deep. But you have the power to prevent that. Stand beside her. Watch over her energy. Listen when she hesitates to speak. Pay attention when she suddenly becomes quiet about someone. Notice the names she avoids. Notice whose presence makes her uncomfortable. Notice the questions she doesn't answer. Her spirit has been signaling, and now the heavens have spoken directly to you. The person hiding the affair thought they were invisible. But the truth has reached you. Now you will protect her. Now you will see what you were meant to see. Now your awareness will save her from emotional harm she doesn't even realize is approaching. My beloved child, your daughter is under divine protection. And you are the instrument of that protection. Pay attention. Stay aware. And understand. The truth always reveals itself, especially when someone tries to hide their sin behind an innocent soul. My beloved child, now listen even more carefully, because what is unfolding behind the veil is far darker, far more complicated, and far more connected to your daughter's fate than you could ever imagine. What you heard before was only the beginning, the outer surface of a truth that runs deeper into emotional corridors you haven't stepped into yet. You see, the secret affair that this person is hiding, it is not just a private betrayal, it is a storm silently moving toward the edges of your daughter's life, and the heavens are revealing the next layers to prepare you before that storm reaches her innocence. The person hiding this affair did not stumble into dishonesty, they chose it. They cultivated it. They fed it. And every time they snuck around, every time they whispered lies into someone's ear, every time they covered their tracks with a smile that did not belong to honesty, they created a ripple in the spiritual world. A ripple that has been brushing against your daughter's aura long before you even noticed something was wrong. There were moments when your daughter paused mid-sentence, moments she looked away suddenly as if remembering something, moments she forced a smile so you wouldn't worry, moments she carried heaviness inside her heart that she didn't know how to put into words. Those were not random moments. Those were her soul's silent signals, her spirit reacting to an energy around her that felt off, an energy influenced by the person whose affair is now crawling dangerously close to her emotional world. Their deception has created shadows in your daughter's space. And the heavens refuse to let those shadows swallow her light. This person, they thought they were clever. They believed they were weaving their affair into the darkness where no one could see. But behind that strategy, behind every hidden message, behind every lie they fed to the people around them, they carried a fear bigger than all of it, the fear that your daughter might sense the truth before anyone else. And she already has, without realizing it. Her intuition has been tapping on her spirit, warning her, but she has not understood the meaning yet. She may have even tried to tell you indirectly, a hint here, a hesitation there, a sudden discomfort when this person's name comes up, a shift in her tone when they appear nearby. Your daughter is sensitive, emotionally perceptive, spiritually alert. And that's exactly why the heavens are stepping in right now. My beloved child, I need you to understand the depth of what is happening behind the scenes. This affair is not just two people being unfaithful. It is manipulation. It is betrayal. It is a web of excuses and hidden motives. And this person has been using your daughter, not physically, not romantically, but emotionally, as a shield, as a cover-up. They thought that if they stayed close to your daughter's world, people would trust them. They thought no one would suspect that behind closed doors they were building a secret life. They thought your daughter's innocence would protect them from suspicion. They thought you would never question someone who speaks kindly, who smiles often, who acts like they care. But that's where their mistake begins. The heavens have been observing their intentions. They have been monitoring every move, every lie, every strategy this person used to protect their affair. And slowly, the universe began shaking things around them, their plans falling apart unexpectedly, their excuses sounding weaker, their behavior becoming more noticeable, their nervousness increasing around your daughter. The truth is surfacing like a crack beneath the ground, and soon the entire foundation of their lies will collapse. Your daughter is standing at the edge of something she cannot see yet. She is affected by a tension that she cannot name. She has been absorbing emotional pressure that does not belong to her. And if you do not intervene, if you do not awaken to the signs the universe is screaming, she could get dragged deeper into emotional confusion, self-doubt, mistrust in people, and fear of betrayal, feelings that can scar a young heart for years. My beloved child, the heavens are urging you, step into your clarity. You must start recognizing the subtle behavior of this person. Look how they suddenly become overly attentive around your daughter as if trying to track what she might have figured out. Notice how they quickly change the topic whenever their own life is questioned. Notice how they linger a little too long when your daughter is around, not because they have interest in her, but because they want to observe her reactions. Notice how they appear helpful at the exact wrong moments. That's not loyalty, that's fear disguised as kindness. Notice the sudden messages, the unnecessary check-ins, the excuses to come around. They are trying to maintain control over the narrative, because if the truth reaches your daughter, their entire disguised world will crumble. But the heavens have already seen the cracks. This person is losing their grip. Their emotions are unstable. They are making mistakes. Their lies are beginning to conflict with each other. Their affair partner has started demanding more, expecting more, questioning more, and that pressure is making them sloppy. Their facial expressions reveal anxiety. Their eyes shift more. Their voice cracks slightly when your daughter unexpectedly enters a conversation. They feel threatened, not by her, but by the truth leaking through their behavior. Your daughter has been experiencing emotional weight she cannot name. She has had nights where her heart felt heavy for no reason. She has felt drained after interacting with certain people. She has avoided certain conversations without knowing why. She has sensed something is wrong in the energy around her. Children and young souls always sense the truth before adults do. Their intuition is stronger. Their heart is clearer. Their spirit speaks louder. Your daughter's spirit has been warning her. She just doesn't know yet that the danger belongs to someone else's secrets, not hers. My beloved child, the heavens need you to take a step. Not a loud step. Not an angry step. But a wise one. Start creating distance between your daughter and this person. Observe from silence. Watch details. Pay attention to your daughter's reactions. Notice the sudden discomfort when certain names appear. Notice the invisible pressure she carries. Notice the silence behind her smiles. She is trying to navigate something she doesn't understand. And as the truth continues to unravel, as the affair begins collapsing under its own weight, this person will panic. They might try harder to stay close to your daughter. They might pretend to be protective. They might offer unsolicited advice. They might attempt to gain your trust suddenly and intensely. That is a sign, the biggest one. Your daughter is not in danger of involvement, she is in danger of exposure to betrayal energy. She is in danger of witnessing dishonesty too closely. She is in danger of carrying emotional wounds from someone else's sins. The heavens are protecting her by bringing this message to you, so you can step in before the ripples reach her heart. Your awareness. Your protection. Your clarity. Your intuition. Your love. These are the shields that will guard her destiny. My beloved child, the person hiding the affair is about to face consequences, spiritual ones, emotional ones, and eventually physical ones. Their secrets cannot survive the light forever. Their lies cannot remain hidden when the universe has decided to expose them. Their choices will catch up to them. And when everything falls apart, your daughter will remain safe, because you stepped in at the right moment. Tonight, the heavens want you to stay aware, stay calm, stay observant, and stay close to your daughter's emotional world. Her destiny is precious. Her heart is sacred. And no one's deceit will be allowed to harm her. My beloved child, now breathe slowly and listen, because what the heavens are about to reveal in this moment is even deeper, even darker, even more entangled with your daughter's emotional destiny than anything you have heard so far. Everything that was hidden is now drifting toward the surface like a secret that can no longer bear its own weight. The person who has been hiding their affair, the very same person who has been moving quietly in the shadows, pretending to be loyal, pretending to be trustworthy, pretending to belong to your family's circle, is beginning to lose control. Their lies are slipping. Their calm is cracking. Their confidence is fading. And the closer the truth gets to emerging, the more desperately they try to keep your daughter's name wrapped inside their illusion of innocence. They thought using her presence as a shield would protect them. They thought her smile would deflect suspicion. They thought her innocence could keep their sins hidden. But they didn't realize that heaven protects innocent energy, and anyone who tries to hide their wrongdoing behind a pure soul will eventually face spiritual exposure more severe than anything they imagined. Your daughter has started to sense the tension rising around this person. She can feel the discomfort in the air, the shift in their tone, the quickness in their breathing when she enters the room. She sees the guilt flicker in their eyes, even though she cannot fully understand why it's there. In the last few days, she has been quieter, thinking deeply, replaying moments in her mind trying to understand a discomfort her heart cannot explain. She has asked herself, why does this person feel different now? Why does their presence feel heavier? Why does their smile seem forced? She doesn't know the full story, but her spirit knows something is wrong. And her spirit keeps calling out to you, hoping you will notice before the emotional storm reaches her. My beloved child, the heavens are showing you something important. When someone hides an affair, they become unpredictable. Their lies start attacking them from the inside. Their guilt begins leaking out through their behavior. Their mind becomes divided between the secret they're trying to protect and the fear of being exposed. And when your daughter enters the picture, even unknowingly, they panic. They fear that she might say something that unintentionally exposes them. They fear that she has seen something she shouldn't have. They fear that her intuition, which is far sharper than they realize, might pick up a truth they have been desperately hiding. And as panic rises inside them, their actions become more frantic, more unstable, more noticeable. That is why this person has started behaving strangely around you recently, talking too much, explaining things no one asked for, trying to appear calm while fear is shaking inside their spirit. They are terrified that the ripple of their affair will touch your daughter in a way that reveals everything. But the heavens have decided that you must wake up to the truth. You must step into your awareness with eyes that see beyond words, with intuition sharper than lies, with a spirit stronger than manipulation. Because your daughter's emotional safety lies in your clarity now. And the person hiding this affair, they are far closer to breaking than they think. There will come a moment, perhaps very soon, when this person will slip. They might say something inconsistent with their previous story. They might accidentally reveal a detail they shouldn't know. They might react too strongly to a simple question. They might avoid eye contact when your daughter walks in. They might try to act overly kind, overly attentive, overly concerned, hoping to keep suspicion away. But no matter how hard they try, they cannot escape the truth the universe is preparing to expose. Your daughter, even without understanding the situation, has started withdrawing emotionally from certain interactions. She might hesitate before responding. She might walk away sooner. Her energy might suddenly drop when this person enters the room. These signs are not coincidences, these are spiritual signals. A young soul always feels the shift in someone's intentions before adults do. She can sense the guilt in this person's aura. She can sense the heaviness they carry. She can sense the fear hiding behind their forced calm. Her spirit knows that something is not pure. My beloved child, you must begin to connect the dots. Think about the days when you felt something strange in the air, that uneasiness, that sudden heaviness, that intuitive nudge that something around your daughter wasn't right. Those weren't random feelings. Those were spiritual alarms. And each alarm was pointing toward the same person, the one hiding the affair, the one who thought your daughter's presence would protect their deception. But heaven does not allow innocence to be used as a shield for betrayal. This person is beginning to spiral. Their affair partner has started putting pressure on them, wanting more time, more commitment, more promises. And the stress of managing two worlds at once is suffocating them. They are losing sleep. They are losing focus. They are making mistakes. Their mind is overloaded with fear, fear of being caught, fear of losing everything, fear of your daughter unintentionally bringing the truth into the light. And the more their secrets tremble, the more unstable they become around your daughter. They pretend to be calm, but their spirit is shaking. They pretend to be normal, but their eyes betray panic. They pretend to carry innocence, but their aura is stained with guilt. You must stay watchful. Notice the small things, their sudden silence when someone mentions relationships, their attempt to control conversations, their excuses for missing events, their desire to know where your daughter is at all times, their unnecessary involvement in matters that do not concern. Eyes betray panic. They pretend to carry innocence, but their aura is stained with guilt. You must stay watchful. Notice the small things, their sudden silence when someone mentions relationships, their attempt to control conversations, their excuses for missing events, their desire to know where your daughter is at all times, their unnecessary involvement in matters that do not concern them. These are not acts of care, they are acts of fear. Fear that the truth might slip through their fingers. Fear that your daughter's intuition might reveal something they never intended to be seen. Your daughter is not in danger of being part of the affair, she is in danger of being emotionally impacted by the energy of someone else's dishonesty. She is in danger of witnessing the breakdown of a liar's world too closely. And young hearts absorb pain that they do not understand. They internalize confusion. They carry wounds silently. They believe things are their fault even when they aren't. And the heavens will not allow your daughter to be emotionally wounded by a betrayal she has no part in. That is why the divine message is coming through you, so you can create a shield around her. A shield of awareness. A shield of intuition. A shield of protection. The moment you begin observing the truth, the liar loses power. The moment you step into awareness, their disguise falls. The moment you guard your daughter's energy, the universe begins collapsing the liar's illusion. My beloved child, prepare yourself. Because the truth is coming. Faster than this person expects. Their affair is nearing its breaking point. Their lies are crumbling. Their fear is intensifying. And soon, the universe will pull away the curtain completely. When that moment comes, your daughter will be protected because you awakened. Because you listened. Because you saw what others missed. Because you stepped into the role heaven has chosen for you, the guardian of your daughter's emotional destiny. My beloved child, slow down, take a breath, and understand something very important. Everything happening around your daughter right now is not random, not accidental, not ordinary. Her soul is being guided through a moment of spiritual transformation, and the truth that once hid in darkness is now positioning itself directly in your path. The heavens have watched silently for too long. They have observed the emotional disturbance circling your daughter like a shadow she could feel but never name. They have watched the person hiding the affair struggle between guilt and deception, between fear and desire, between loyalty and betrayal. And now, the divine realm has chosen to reveal the next layer to you, because your daughter's destiny cannot be shaped by someone else's lies. There is a shift happening around her, subtle but powerful. Have you noticed how recently she has been sitting quietly, staring off into distance as if replaying moments in her mind? Have you seen the way she hugs herself when she feels uncertain, the way she lowers her eyes when she's uncomfortable, the way she suddenly becomes alert when certain voices appear near her? These are not just behavioral changes. These are spiritual tremors. Her heart is reacting to the hidden tension around her. Her intuition is trying to tell her that something is wrong. She may not speak it out loud, but her silence is filled with messages the heavens want you to hear. Your daughter is more spiritually gifted than you know. She senses deception before words reveal it. She feels energy shifts before actions expose intentions. She absorbs emotional vibrations the way a sensitive soul absorbs whispers in the wind. And lately, what she has been absorbing is the anxiety, guilt, and turmoil of the person hiding the affair. She feels the emotional imbalance in their presence. She feels the forced smiles, the fake concern, the shaky voice, the restless eyes. She may not consciously understand what is wrong, but her spirit recognizes it instantly. This person is not aligned with honesty. And the person hiding the affair, my beloved child, their inner world is collapsing faster than their outer world can hide. They feel your daughter's intuition brushing dangerously close to their secret. They see the innocence in her eyes and it terrifies them, not because she knows the truth, but because she has the spiritual sensitivity to sense the vibration of their guilt. And guilt always fears innocence. Guilt cannot stand before purity without trembling. That is why this person has been so uneasy around her lately. That is why their presence feels heavier, darker, colder. Their affair, the one they thought they could hide forever, is beginning to unravel like threads snapping from a tightly wound knot. Their secret moments are getting interrupted. Their lies are getting harder to maintain. Their excuses are sounding weaker. Their partner is becoming impatient. Their heart is split into pieces, each piece fighting for control. And in the middle of all this chaos, your daughter becomes the unintended mirror, reflecting back the truth they are trying so hard to bury. My beloved child, the heavens need you to see the cracks clearly. Pay attention to the unusual patterns, the sudden messages at late hours, the excuses that don't align, the unnecessary involvement in family matters, the nervous laughter when confronted, the silent panic when your daughter enters the room. These cues are whispers, divine clues, signs from the universe that the person hiding this affair is losing their grip. And the more their fear increases, the more dangerous their emotional instability becomes, not toward your daughter, but toward themselves. They will try to maintain control by hovering around her, not out of interest, but out of panic. They want to know what she has seen. They want to sense whether she suspects something. They want reassurance that their secret is safe. But what they do not realize is that the universe has protected your daughter so fiercely that even if she sensed something, her soul would shield her from absorbing negativity. Your daughter may act normal on the outside, but her heart is whispering, something is off. Something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. She tries to shake off the discomfort. She tries to stay calm. She tries to maintain peace. But her soul knows the truth before her mind can understand it. My beloved child, she needs you now, not to confront, not to accuse, not to panic, but to be her quiet guardian. The universe is positioning you in a place where you can observe without being noticed. Every small detail you notice brings you closer to protecting her. Every moment of awareness strengthens the shield around her future. Now listen carefully, because what comes next is the most important part of this revelation. The person hiding the affair is reaching a breaking point. Their fear is turning into paranoia. Their secrets are turning into self-inflicted wounds. They are watching your daughter more closely than ever, not out of affection, but out of fear that she might unknowingly reveal something. Their reaction to her presence is becoming more intense. Every time she walks near, they freeze. Every time she speaks, they listen too closely. Every time she looks upset, they assume she knows. This internal panic is pulling them into a psychological maze they cannot escape. But here is the divine twist. The more they panic, the more the universe exposes them. The more they lie, the more the truth leaks out. The more they hide, the more their guilt shines through their eyes. Their energy is collapsing. Their lies are suffocating them. Their heart is trembling under the weight of their own choices. And your daughter's innocence is becoming a silent force that shakes them to their core. My beloved child, the heavens want you to stand firm. This is the moment where awareness becomes your greatest weapon. Not confrontation, awareness. Not anger, clarity. Not fear, observation. When you observe quietly, liars destroy themselves with their own behavior. Your daughter's peace depends on your intuition now. Her emotional safety depends on your calm. Her future depends on your ability to see beyond the illusion someone else created. But let me tell you something powerful. Your daughter is protected by a spiritual armor so strong that no one's affair, no one's lies, no one's betrayal can stain her destiny. The heavens have already placed a spiritual wall around her path. You are simply being given the light to see through the shadows before the truth erupts. This person's downfall is inevitable. Their affair will not survive the energy collapse happening inside them. Their lies will not sustain against divine exposure. And when the universe breaks their illusion, and it will, your daughter will stand untouched, unharmed, unaffected, because you stepped into awareness at the right moment. My beloved child, the time is near. Stay watchful. Stay silent. Stay intuitive. Stay close to your daughter. And let the universe handle the rest. Her destiny is safe. Her heart is safe. Her spirit is safe. Because now, you see clearly my beloved child. Now listen, because what I am about to reveal is not just another layer of truth. It is the very core, the hidden heartbeat of everything that has been unfolding around your daughter without your knowledge. The heavens are no longer whispering, they are speaking clearly, urgently, almost shaking your spirit with their warning. You may feel a strange heaviness in your chest as these words reach you, because your soul already sensed what your mind could not yet understand. Everything that revolved around this secret affair, every motive, every silent tremor, every hidden glance, every forced smile, every unexplained behavior, it all ties back to something much deeper, much older, much darker than a simple act of betrayal. The person who has been hiding this affair, they weren't just being unfaithful in their own life. They were unstable in ways that went unnoticed. Their heart was split, their decisions reckless, their emotions unbalanced, their intentions clouded. And while they believed nobody could see their inner collapse, your daughter's spirit felt it first. She felt the emotional disturbance radiating from them long before you noticed anything. That is why she looked confused at times, why she grew silent suddenly, why she seemed restless without explanation. Her soul knew something her mind couldn't express. Innocent souls always sense danger before the adults do. And now, heaven is revealing it all to you, because the time has come for you to step fully into your role as her protector. This person, the one hiding this affair, is now on the edge of breaking, and not just internally. Their life is starting to crumble. Their lies are turning against them. Their secret partner is growing impatient, demanding more time, more attention, more commitment. Their guilt is eating away at them, draining them emotionally, spiritually, mentally. They are losing their balance. And the darker truth is, your daughter's name has become their biggest fear. Every time she enters the room, their heartbeat spikes. Every time she speaks, they analyze every word. Every time she looks thoughtful, they panic inside, wondering, does she know something? Did she see something? Did she hear something? They are paranoid beyond belief, and paranoia always reveals the truth faster than any confession. Their mind is a battlefield now, between the secret they're trying to protect and the fear that their world could collapse if your daughter even unintentionally hints at something. They have been watching her closely, far too closely. Not out of affection, not out of interest, but out of fear. Fear that her intuition might unlock something. Fear that her silence might mean she has seen more than they think. Fear that her innocence might expose their darkest truth without meaning to. Your daughter is not involved, but she is emotionally affected by the energy this person carries around her. And children, especially spiritually aligned ones like her, absorb emotional vibrations deeply. She has felt the deceit. She has felt the tension. She has felt the fear. She has felt the discomfort. She has felt the shift in their voice, the change in their eyes, the unspoken panic in their aura. She may not understand the cause, but her spirit is unsettled, and heavens do not let an innocent soul carry the weight of someone else's sin. My beloved child, the person hiding this affair thinks they are safe as long as they control the narrative. But they don't realize something: the universe has already started exposing them. Their mistakes are piling up. Their stories are contradicting. Their behavior is inconsistent. Their energy is leaking the truth. And each day, your daughter's spiritual sensitivity is growing stronger, pulling her closer to the awareness of something being wrong. She has had moments recently where she almost asked you something but stopped herself. She has had moments where she wanted to speak but felt scared of how you might react. She has had moments where she noticed too much but pretended she didn't. She has carried questions she doesn't know how to shape into words. And those questions, they are the signals the heavens are sending you right now. My beloved child, now enter even deeper, because what unfolds from this point forward is not just truth revealing itself, it is destiny rearranging everything around your daughter in real time. The universe has begun shifting energies, exposing hidden intentions, pulling apart the mask of the one who tried to hide their affair, and guiding your daughter's spirit toward clarity she doesn't even know she needs. You must understand, every moment for the past few days has been moving in slow motion spiritually. You may not see it physically, but heaven sees everything: the trembling hands of the person hiding the affair, the sleeplessness in their eyes, the fear rising in their chest, the panic tightening around their thoughts. They are falling apart silently, and they believe no one has noticed. But your daughter, she noticed the energy change the second it happened. She may not know why she felt suddenly distant from this person, why she felt a sudden discomfort around them, why she sensed a shadow behind their smile, but her spirit recognized the truth long before you did. That's why she has been quieter, more thoughtful, more lost in her mind. She is spiritually processing what her heart is too young to understand. And as her energy rises, the liar's guilt intensifies. Every innocent word she says shakes their confidence. Every time she walks into a room, the liar's heart drops. Every time her eyes meet theirs, their guilt screams so loudly inside their soul that it becomes impossible to hide behind a calm face. This is the spiritual law: guilt trembles in the presence of innocence. And your daughter carries innocence so powerful that it exposes the truth without speaking a single word. My beloved child, during the last few nights, the liar has been having moments of pure panic, pacing rooms alone, checking their phone repeatedly, replaying conversations in their head, wondering if they slipped somewhere. They are terrified not of being caught by adults, but by being exposed in the presence of a child's intuition. Your daughter has something they don't: a clean heart. And a clean heart sees through lies without trying. That is why this person has been strangely watchful around her, noticing her reactions, studying her expressions, analyzing her tone. They are searching for clues. Does she know something? Did she sense something? Did she see something on my phone? They are drowning in fear. And fear always accelerates spiritual exposure. Meanwhile, your daughter's spirit is taking subtle steps of transformation. She feels something is wrong, not in words, not in thoughts, but in the vibration surrounding her. Children with sensitive souls often feel changes in the air before anything happens. And your daughter, she has been feeling that shift intensely. That's why she has been unusually mindful, avoiding certain people, staying closer to her own comfort, thinking twice before responding. Her silence has become her protection. Her distance has become her shield. The universe is guiding her away from the emotional storm building around the liar's collapsing world. And you are being guided to stand between her and that storm before it reaches her heart. My beloved child, pay attention to something crucial. The liar is about to crack. Not publicly. Not dramatically. But internally. Their emotional foundation is splitting. There will come a moment, maybe very soon, where they will slip again, say something out of place, reveal a detail they should not know, react too strongly to a harmless comment. They might even over-explain something no one asked about. And that is how the universe exposes lies, through cracks that liars create themselves. Your daughter, without realizing it, is pulling the truth out of them. Her aura disturbs their guilt. Her presence disrupts their deception. Her innocence makes them remember everything they are doing wrong. That's why they can't act normal around her anymore. Their laughter feels forced. Their tone feels shaky. Their behavior feels inconsistent. Their eyes give them away every time she looks at them. And the deeper truth is, this person has been trying to predict your daughter's thoughts. They try to understand what she knows. They try to guess what she has seen. They observe every time she looks uncomfortable, every time she avoids eye contact, every time she withdraws into herself. They think she might accidentally reveal their affair by noticing something they did not intend to show. But what they don't understand is that your daughter doesn't need evidence. She already senses the spiritual imbalance in their presence. And that spiritual imbalance is something even adults cannot hide from. Now listen carefully, something significant is happening inside your daughter's soul. She is becoming stronger, more aware, more intuitive, more spiritually alert. Her emotional body is rejecting the energy of the liar. Her spirit is distancing itself from the shadow around them. She is being divinely protected without even realizing it. That is why she feels slightly disconnected from them now. That is why she avoids unnecessary conversations. That is why she stays quiet around them. She is shielding herself. My beloved child, the universe is also pushing you into a higher state of observation. Your intuition has become sharper in recent days. You have begun noticing small details you ignored before. You have started sensing a strange heaviness when that person is near. You have started observing your daughter's behavior more deeply. This is not coincidence. This is preparation. Heaven is aligning you with truth before truth appears. You are being taught to see without being told. You are being trained to understand without confrontation. And the liar, they can feel your energy shifting too. They feel that you're becoming more aware. They feel that your silence is watching them. They feel that your intuition is rising. And that terrifies them more than anything. Everything you needed to know, you now know. Everything she needed protection from, has been cleared. Everything that was hidden, is ending. Everything your heart feared, is being dissolved. Your daughter's path has been restored. Her innocence protected. Her emotions freed. Her destiny rewired. And you have become the guardian heaven needed, aware, awake, strong, intuitive. The storm is ending. The liar will face their own truth. And your daughter will walk into a new chapter, lighter, safer, spiritually protected. This is the end of the shadow. This is the beginning of her peace. And this is where your role becomes her greatest blessing.